Yeah, cause I don't even know. I don't even talk to Killer no more. Ever since she
Football's
jumped out
moving to the
there
way to start.
with me.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. That's reeled in. It's Jefferson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to move it through the air. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
On the ground, it's Jefferson. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And he gets back on top of it and averts disaster. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
All wideouts, no backs. Going up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchup somewhere else.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo.
Good news for this offense is it hasn't taken them a long time to get into a rhythm in the passing game. That's already his 100th completion on the season. He put up some big numbers this year if they keep up at this pace.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and goal. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve.
Makes the catch at the 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Grab near the sticks. It's not. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
From the 1, it's 1st and goal as they try to open the scoring here. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They want to run this quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot. They're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Here comes the option. Now the toss. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's got it down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, just keeps firing. Good timing on the quick out. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Utah 7, Colorado 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking for space. It's good. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Grab behind the line. It's Gordon. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to get to him. stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
I'll tell you what, after that big gainer on third down, you might think about your quarterback running it again down here. It's hard to throw down close inside the 10-yard line. You've got to have some designed QB runs or give him a run-pass option on the perimeter. See if he can punch it in after that big gain.
And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bucks! On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Purdue. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Shaw. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the short completion brings up 2nd down. Off play action. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Utes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. gets it out fast. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
It's first down from the 11. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Reads it, fires complete. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide out in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. The Utes will move the sticks. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Wants to fire on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. And the Utes headed quickly to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Jefferson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Utes trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away.
one away.
Well, he might have wanted to just let that one go to see if it would go into the end zone, but makes the fair catch at the 5. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He's going to pass on second down. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. And the ball squirted out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Brings up second down.
The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's not. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Utah.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Comes out throwing on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. And that pass picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
One more snap coming before halftime. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Utah 14, Colorado 7.
And the Utes will boot it away to start the second half. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and makes it. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Quick strike complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quarterback moving. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
I think the offensive coordinator is going to have a little talk with the head coach. He's going to be expecting answers after that play call. 3rd and inches, and you try to throw it against that pass rush? Not a great call.
And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes a move.
Click on and click off, you scared bitch.
Finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And the freshman just threw it behind him that time.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now this week.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. This is a designed run. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Wants to throw on second down. Looking deep down the right side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. A costly penalty for this defense gives him a 1st and 10. Using his legs and scored. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. On second down, wants to throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They feed him again. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it on the left. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Utes. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Number 89.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Navy is on top, but it's not like Roger Staubach is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 8 over Memphis. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
I like the play call offensively. I know they lost yards on that one, but you want to try to get this running back the ball in different ways, right? Handing it off, getting him out in the route tree, trying to sneak in some screen passes too.
So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, looking to throw. They're working that left side. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go right back to him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Loss of 4. 3rd down coming up.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. Looking to throw for it. He's got his man. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Utes in the hurry-up.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
On the move, it's Jefferson. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's not afraid to go deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory and now threatening to get the score.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. On second down, they'll take to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Miller. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll leave it with the lone back. Tackled, but he has a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down the clock?
And they're going to go for 2 and try to decide it right now. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Colorado.
The extra point can tie it up, headed to halftime. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they've tied it up in the final seconds. Looks as if we might be headed for overtime. set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Utah! And they score first here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost them a big play on first down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Quarterback checking the play. Running it to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. It's Miller.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed inbounds.
That's caught. It's
This nigga, the fuck?
that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down. What a thriller. What a confidence builder.